check out the damage we've been repairing in Hurricane, West Virginia since the middle of May. And then at the end of this video, stick around and meet the guy, Doug, that helped me get into this industry because he worked at my shop back in 2011. And I learned that you could actually repair these dents without painting. And I was very interested in it. And this is what got me into the industry. Here's the repair after this thing was done. But hey, stick around. I'm going to show you this roof that was smacked really good with some hail damage here in just a second. So I'm going to show you how this repair was done. And you can see the large dent and a bunch of large hail dents in this roof. But we will show you an in-depth repair on that larger dent. So stick around and like and share this if you would. Subscribe to the channel. But there's a few pretty good shots. And right there, those are all underneath a brace. So it takes a little bit of time to get them. And all the part right behind that sunroof is braced up. But yes, right here is what I'm going to show you how I get this dent up. And it is going to pop up pretty quick, the initial amount. So just stay tuned here and watch this dent just pop up all at once. So out of my 150 videos or so, I've only had 4 dents pop up like that. And only about 10 out of hundreds and hundreds of repairs. Here's the tip that I use. I first started pushing with the pink tip and then finish out the dent with the very sharp tip. And this here makes the repair go very quick because that tip right there is a Tequila brand tip and it lasts a long time and it is very pinpointed for being a soft tip. So it brings up a lot of metal. I recommend that tip right now for not huge dents, but ones that you want to pinpoint to a point and be able to bring it up a large amount, but still push precise. This is the best tip that I've found as of now. I've just started using it like probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. I've used many of other tips and they work well, but this one right now, for the sharper hail and stuff, I like it a lot. And so now I'm going to blend down a few highs and loosen up the metal a little bit and blend it down into the lows. That way the metal pushes up easier. If you get the crowns down at the proper time, it definitely helps the dent repair a whole lot quicker. This dent did go a lot quicker than I expected, and that's always a good thing. This is a dent here that would probably be somewhere around $1,200 to do the repair through the insurance company, so it can be done and actually make some money in the process. So now it's all about precision, micro pushes in between each and every little bitty low. And then we're going to actually come back with a blending hammer again, but we're going to have this thing looking great here in just a second. And right here is 3 dents that I'm showing you how I repaired. These took me about 4.5 minutes to repair these. This bigger dent that I'm fixing to work on right here in just a second, that dent, whenever I was only doing hail for about a year, that one dent probably would have took me about 45 minutes to maybe even an hour and 15 minutes. So if you're a newer tech and you see somebody fixing something in 3 or 4 minutes and it takes you an hour, just remember this guy used to be in the same shape and take a long time to do a repair on a larger dent that was deep and sharp near the edge. It used to really bother me and confuse me. But after a little while, it'll come to you if you just keep pushing. Don't give up and never slack off on your time. that you spend learning how to do this job, because if you ever slack off, you will forget what you did, your speed will go down, and it's almost like starting over again. Here's the bottom side of this roof. You can see the braces, and this is right here part of the sunroof, the reason that you have to drop the sunroof a lot of times. But you can see the bracing. There's the bracing up near the windshield, a few holes you get through, and you can see the sunroof kind of in the way there. That is why a lot of times if a roof is hit real hard, you have to drop the sunroof. And right through there, you can see you can get to a lot of it. But here the roof is just about completed. Got to go over it just a little bit more. I'm going to actually hit it with a hot box here and there. But this roof is coming along great, and we're trying to get this thing back to the customer and get them where they're back on the road, get their vehicle back without having to replace the roof. And was happy with the way this repair came out. So it's coming out looking very nice and a whole lot better to repair this roof versus replacing. All right, so me and Grady came up here to West Virginia. We were doing some hail, and I got Doug here. We came and met him for dinner, and he's working about an hour away from us. So, of course, what our Dent guys going to do, they're going to get together, and we're going to talk about tools. You know, the kids, we already talked about them and stuff, but tools, that's the most important thing.
Cheaper tools.
Cheaper tools, too. So, cheap is good, especially if it is good. So, anyway, Doug here actually worked with me in 2011, or came to my body shop in 2011, and
now I get accused of training you.
yeah,
and I didn't.
Yeah, hey, actually, his tools did kind of train me.
You did train, yeah. You trained yourself.
Yeah, July 4th, 2011, Doug went home on vacation. And while he was up there, I snuck his tools in the back room, and I was pushing on a few dents on Cadillac. So, that's how...
I'd be like, hey, do you have this tool? And Dan would go, oh, yeah. I'd be like, hey, can I use my... He'd go, oh, yeah, let me go get them.
So...
I'd be like, I don't care, just put them back.
So, eventually, after I kept on using his tools, he was like, dude, you got to quit using my tools all the time. And I had to go order some. I bought a bunch of tools. Spent a chunk of money. So
now Dan's got more tools than 3 Dent guys, I think. You got like 4 sets.
Yeah, I got about 4 sets of tools.
You got more than I got. Holy crap.
Yeah, so anyway, I hadn't... How long has it been since I seen you last time? A couple years?
I think so.
So last time, I think I saw Doug, we were working in Jackson.
How long is that?
That's 2019. Okay, so another.
Really?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah,
it's 20.
It's held a lot in Pennsylvania, so I've been.
Yeah, so he's got his own
that way a lot.
Own deal all up around here. So he's got plenty going on, but so yeah.
What else was I going to say? Oh,
we're going to get back to looking at tools.